What's up, Jill's Champions? I hope you are having a fantastic day. Welcome to today's video. We're diving back into Final Fantasy 16
We sure are.
Fight some people.
Fight some people and see what kind of shenanigans Jill got into that she's so upset about.
I love Jill.
Yeah, but what evil things did she do?
Whatever she did, I forgive her.
You would. You love a damsel in distress.
I do.
So,
I love a damsel in distress that is kicking ass.
oh, she's doing that now.
Yeah,
So we're going to continue on and see what kind of things Shiva got up to.
Suppose we owe you our thanks. You spared us when you could have just as easily sent us to the mud.
We should have sent you to the mud, I mean, considering what you did, what you said.
We'll show them that the fire in our hearts is not so easily quenched.
Good, let's go.
Shields won't know what hit them.
I just want to point out that I'm the only one in this entire area that actually has fire in his heart, literally. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buett Bridge and provoke the main host at their encampment.
Okay.
Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills.
Okay.
This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill.
50.
I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
So Wade, the bearers from Old Hill have been laid to rest.
Very good.
Yeah, that was a mess.
Now make ready for battle.
As you
That was
command.
awful.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And our mother.
So we shall.
I don't know why you're asking me to prioritize the quest. It's the only quest I have.
May the blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
This sounds like it's a good plan, which makes me worried.
Which means it's gonna go bad.
It's gonna go bad, right?
Somebody's gonna die. On
somebody's-
our side.
The Black Shields are gonna know that something about something.
Their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention.
Oh, more clamshells.
Cat and mouse ever since.
Or something bad across the way.
Yeah, it's just minor league enemies.
No, spiders.
Just a ugh.
Blah, we leave them. We go.
I just want the shiny.
I do not blame you.
And I didn't just try to kick a civilian.
Bastards are lucky.
No,
Yeah,
me.
that's exactly what you did.
Not
Then
I.
as
I
soon
would
as-
never.
Come on, my lord.
And off. Oh, I see that mage.
What is it now? I told you.
We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Ha! You presume to tell us
Mages.
that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog,
Hey, he sees our dog.
could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields.
Nice for Torgal to get
Then
noticed.
come,
For the first time.
Yeah.
fly along with your flame.
The message is your body, so this works pretty. This is fine.
Rosaria!
For us area!
Way to fall in line there, Clay.
Your petty revolution ends here.
Start off with the big guns.
On these our swords we swear.
Ooh.
Captain's dead. You guys have fun? Man, you guys are trying to kill us, and I'm just bringing you amusement rides.
At least they have a fun death.
Seriously.
I mean, that's the way you want to go at the very least.
That would be amazing. Give me a tornado rifle.
Ugh.
Ooh.
this is the real boss. Got it.
The real boss. He wishes. Ooh. Thank you for the heals. New enemies approach.
Worse. The Imperials aren't taking any chances. Time passed.
Torgal, our friends could use help. There's the sky birds. Sky? Nope. Birds are.
Yeah. Come on, Torgal. This is supposed to be your job.
Yeah.
I don't fly as well as you do, for some reason.
There you go, buddy.
Ooh.
That was cool, whatever that was.
Too easy, guys. You've had a dragon helping. Oh, never mind.
A noble stand, albeit a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
Cool. I want to know your name, because you have a very cool name.
Night of the Lasting Dark.
Oh, they have such cool names.
They really do. Well done.
Isn't it the same moveset as all the other ones, though?
I don't know.
No, that drop down is the same as the other ones.
Is the other knight?
Yeah. Or the two knights are the exact same move.
They may just have the same moves as knights. I mean, considering how,
Do you like tornadoes? Oh, you do! Oh, no, you don't! You got out of there.
Considering how different combat has been for like everything, I'm not even gonna.
For the main bosses, yeah. It's
I'm not even gonna comment on the knights having the same skill set. You do that. You've given us so much.
At least they have cool names. Ooh, buddy, I just beat you down.
Yeah.
We need to finish this.
Oh, there's some more.
Finish him. This one.
Oh.
Well done, Jill. He's a big one. I didn't realize he was that much bigger than all the other ones. Really?
Oh. Caught you looking.
Let's try.
You got me a good hit there, too.
Yeah, I did.
Get him.
I thought I got him dead. That was... Okay, that was weird. Staggered, dead.
Stagger damage 300 because he died.
Imperial Link, nice. Dragon Talons.
Woo.
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
Don't say that.
It did. It bloody worked.
Stop saying that.
Stop saying that.
We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud.
It's gonna be a diversion. They're gonna go attack the people in the town.
Perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it. As we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die. And her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
Quest complete.
More renown. More meteorite. What's next?
Oh,
Uh-oh. Is this the town? Are we in the city?
looks like we're in the town though, where we got attacked and people are okay.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Nice.
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows,
Yup.
where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter.
Is it another seal?
It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
Putting badges all over our outfit.
We're covered in... We look like a Boy Scout at this point.
Yeah.
I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
All I need now is my fire building badge, and I'm complete.
It's nice that that we got to reunite with one of our friends that we started the game with.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Right. It's okay. We're good. We're gonna see Lord Byron.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
We'll find out soon enough.
Not a chance.
Every footstep vibrates.
Right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rosfield died long ago.
Is that what that
Yeah.
harpy told you?
You shall pay with your tongue.
That's exactly what she would have told him. Take note of him wearing your brother's stuff.
You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Is that like a game they played when he was a kid? Because that'd be really cute.
Or
Oh!
mimicking a play that he was in.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Mado in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy.
Yeah, now tell us who told you he was dead.
You. You always were fond of that scene from The Saint in the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach.
Dude, take the food.
Go on, sit.
No, but no one can know he's here.
I mean, I know, but take the food. When's the last time you've eaten this good?
Did you use the good plates, Rutherford?
See that you use the good plates.
Engorge yourself, my good sir.
So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you?
Jill needs that stallion power.
Viceroy Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster.
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
On your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
No
Jill.
comment.
It's not untrue.
Say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing. The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
I like him. Jill's got some stuff happening.
Yeah.
That word monster really did not sit well with her.
No, there's some thoughts up in there.
She's been called that before, for sure.
Yeah. This is her redemption arc.
Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she? Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days.
Something on your mind?
Monsters.
There it is.
When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that the lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path.
Oh, sweet pea.
To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
The slow burn is killing me.
I know. Like, this is 6 years in the making, guys. Just do it.
Cause are you fool?
Are we really going to wait till the end of the game for this to happen? To the hideaway.
Hideaway. Is that where we're going?
Yeah. I assume we're doing preparations to head out.
Here be monsters.
It is in the Iron Kingdom. But Vivian could probably make an educated guess.
Oh, green.
Ooh.
Oh, green. That plus
The
was a good
plus
thing
sign.
last time.
Let's go get it right now.
Last time that was a chocobo. What's it this time? Is it a blue pill? Not quite as blue pill.
No, I think he's fine in that department.
Clive! Oh, am I glad to see you?
Is something wrong?
It's Blackthorn. He ain't himself.
No.
And if I'm honest, he ain't been for a while. That normally it only takes a couple of drinks to perk him back up, but not this time. Something's getting him down. And whatever it is, he ain't telling. It's like he's lost his spark, you know? He's barely got enough fire in his belly to get the ump about stuff. But I'm thinking he might if we both bent his ear, because he respects you, innit? So, what you say?
I will give him a go smack on the booty.
Fine. If you think it will help.
I don't think that will help.
You'd understand.
But if he doesn't want to talk...
Just because it helps me doesn't mean it helps everybody.
Huh? You want me to spank your booty?
He'll open up when he's ready.
All right. Now, he'll only smell a rat if we both turn up at once. So, I'll go first, and you can meet us at the forge. Wait a bit, then head over when you're ready.
To the forge!
To the forge!
Monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Karen.
He's not a monster. Long time no see, Clive. What are you doing? You meant to talk to him, not me.
Jeez. Acting normal, dude. Just saying hi.
As you guys show up together.
Yeah.
First August, and now you. What you pair up to? What's it got to do with me?
August was worried that something had been weighing on your mind. I thought you might want to talk about it.
Did you now? I told you not to stick your nose in my business. What'd you go and do?
Clive just wants to help, innit? What's so bad about that? Talk to him. You never know, you might feel better for getting it all out in the open. Please, mate. I'm worried about you.
Phil shut you up. It's nothing really. Stupid. Not the sort of thing you bother people about.
Why don't you tell us all the same?
Karen and I have an arrangement. I keep an eye on Goots, and she shows me what the competition's up to. Interesting arms and armor, things like that. Anyway, the other day, she shows me a cuirass she's come by. Masterpiece of level work. Light, supple, and tougher than it had any right to be. Made my stuff look like every
He
clumsy
doesn't like that
shit.
stuff's metal. Mother's taking over.
I should have brought the bastard thing there and then just to study it, but I was too proud. And now every time I reach for my hammer, I'm reminded that I'm not the craftsman I thought I was. There. You happy?
Oh, buddy,
Got
you're
what you came for.
fine.
Now piss off.
All right, we're going.
Let's go get him that caress.
Feels like he's a fake.
I mean, imposter syndrome.
Yep.
Who hasn't struggled with that?
Me.
Right.
I always thought of old Blackthorn as a bit of a force of nature. Like a storm cloud full of hail. Didn't think anything could rattle him. Least of all a stupid piece of leather.
Blackthorn's always taken pride in his craft. Questioning it means questioning himself. Something tells me this is only going to get worse. If he has doubts, it will affect his work, which will only add to his problems. We need to nip this in the bud.
Yep.
I couldn't agree more.
He said he should have bought that cuirass. Perhaps we should track it down for him.
Indubitably.
Happy to help, that is.
Too bloody right I am.
Glad to hear it. First things first, then. We need to speak to Karen.
Karen, where are you? Hey,
Right
girl,
there.
where's that caress?
Conveniently.
Karen,
It's convenient.
do you have a moment? Blackthorn mentioned that
Smoking another cigarette.
leather cuirass.
I mean, it's the apocalypse.
Craft, from what he told us.
Or maybe it's the same cigarette from the
Since he
beginning.
saw it. So we thought we'd buy it for him.
It's the
I
last one
sold
she's
it
got.
already. Didn't think Blackthorn cared for it the way he turned his nose up. But it was nicely put together, that's for certain. Even if the bloke who made it is a bit of an odd one. Happened across him on my travels. Makes all his stuff to order, but the fella who commissioned it refused to pay. He didn't like the colour of summit. So I took it off his hands for a fair price.
You don't know where we might find him, do you?
Like I said, he's a bit of an odd one. Doesn't even have a workshop. He doesn't trust hunters neither, which means he spends as much time out tracking beasties as he does working their hides.
I see.
Busy dude.
He did tell me something, though. Apparently, his next commission's for a set of griffin hide greaves.
Here, there's a griffin on the hunt board. The curse breakers were placing bets on who'd bag it. Now, where the bleeding hell was it sighted? Somewhere in Sambrec, maybe. Care Northern, that was it.
Thank you, Karen. We'd be lost without you.
At least you admit it.
So, it sounds like going after that griffin might be the best chance we have of finding our roaming leatherworker.
I'll leave the hunting to you if you don't mind. While you get on with that, I'll ask around the markets. See if I can't sniff out who he is and where he's hiding.
Good idea. Hopefully one of us will be able to track him down.
Let's go fight a griffin.
You don't want to? You sure you don't want to come with?
I got a chocobo you can ride.
I didn't take you for a scholarly van.
Oh, this? Well, it's Valisthea, a culinary pilgrimage. I borrowed it from old tomes. Seems there's no creature in the realm so foul it can't be cooked up into something delicious.
Think I'll stick to the unfoul ones, thanks.
Oh, where's your
Victorian
sense of
values.
adventure,
Yeah.
Sid? Honestly, one glance at these recipes, and even you would trade in your sword for a butcher's cleaver. From spit roasts to sweetmeats, this book has them all. What I wouldn't give to bring these recipes to life.
If it's my blessing you're hoping for, then by all means.
Well, I'm no hunter, Sid. The first ton of worm I came across would be the death of me. But you're
Don't
made
cook
of
worms.
sternest stuff. Would you help me resurrect one of these
I'll
recipes?
find you some antelope.
Something tells me you won't be taking no for an answer. Fine, I'll help.
We're gonna cook
Fantastic.
some
Thank you.
monsters.
So, get right.
Gonna cook us a good old worm, juicy old grub.
Chances stew. It was once a favourite among the Gormans of Oriflamme, if the author is to be believed. Though Molly's never heard of it. The only problem is that while the recipe is extremely detailed in most respects, it's infuriatingly cryptic as to the main ingredient. A beast, no doubt. Most likely something that would make easy work of a simple cook with more broth than brawn, but unwanted violets. I've no idea what they might be.
Does the book say anything else?
Well, only that the sweetest violets sprout atop the bed of roses.
Roses. Rosaria, perhaps? One of the butchers in Martha's Rest might know something. I'll ask next time I'm there.
Alright, secondary detour.
Alright, we're gonna do the Griffin or Martha first.
Probably Martha.
Yeah, we're gonna go check on Martha. I said it and then I decided.
Yeah. Griffin sightings! Did I hear you say you were hoping to hunt down a griffin, Kupo? Then I do have the billet for you, Kupo. An especially horrible one the locals call Dosmere.
Okay.
While passing along the trail from Loswing to Caernarvon, one of our order was met with a sudden blast of wind so strong that it bent backwards the trunks of old oaks and heard a cry so terrible that he ran for his life.
Okay.
Questioning the locals revealed that this area was the nesting place of the elder griffin known as Dosmere, a beast much hated for its appetite, both for chocobos and for children. Oh! Really just pulling out the heartstrings on that one, aren't you? The sea can find. No, it's not Martha. Did Martha get lost again?
Thank you for sticking with us.
Those of us who are still
Oh,
here.
no, we're actually the chef, right?
Right.
We're not talking to Martha.
Ah, welcome. Times may be hard, but if you got the gill, I got the goods. What can I do you for?
Unwanted violets, if you have them. Though I'd gladly settle for learning what they are if you don't.
Why, I haven't heard folk call them that since I was a lad. You're looking for scorpion tails. Unwanted violets is what folk used to call them back in the day. They turn a wicked purple when you boil them up. Hence the name. Used to chuck them in the pot when there weren't nothing else on offer. When there was a war on, that sort of thing. Thankfully, times aren't yet as hard as that. And even if they were, you wouldn't find anyone selling them these days.
Do the scorpions still live nearby?
I dare say they do. 3 Reeds would be your best bet, if memory serves.
Okay.
Thank you. You've been most helpful.
The Iron Kingdom, an archipelago? Archipelago? Nation situated off the west coast of Storm, with its capital at Lusk. The Mother Crystal Drake's breath rises from a volcanic island situated just within its borders, and is worshipped as a god, just as the state religion, the Crystalline Orthodox, dictates. This same religion decrees the use of magic to be anathema, and the bearers and dominants who use it to be sinful aberrations, leading to even greater discrimination than that suffered by their brethren on the mainland. Given their stated desire to control all the mothers, the Ironbloods' attitude to the other nations is one of indelible antagonism. Of course it is. Byron Rossfield, younger brother of the late Archduke Elwyn and warden of Port Isolde. After the duchy was incorporated into the empire, Byron stripped of his titles. He shut himself away in his manor and gladly volunteered every gill of the onerous taxes and tariffs with which he was newly burdened, all to avoid drawing the Empire's ire, and to keep their attentions from his support of the Guardians of the Flame. Vivian Ninetails, a scholar and strategist who makes her home in the Hideaway, analyzing every shred of information that comes in from the wider world in order to divine the dispositions of the realm's armies and those who lead them. She offers her insight to Clive, that he might better understand the lay of the land. The moniker Ninetails, of which she herself is fond, was gifted her by her fellow scholars in recognition of her ability to speak at length on almost any subject. And here it was, I thought she just survived a lot.
Yeah, or she was related to Naruto. Both wrong. Darn
She
it.
had a Jinchuriki in here. Clearly that's the answer. Or she was a Jinchuriki, sorry.
Martha?
We should have fought.
Never a dull moment, is there?
We get to talk?
Old Hill.
Another atrocity to add to the list. By the sound of it, it was the same as Eastpool and the Abbey. Someone was sheltering bearers, then word got out.
Founder's sake.
If only we'd got wind of what was going on before the Black Shields did, we might have saved them. Oh.
A lot's changed since Eastpool.
Feels like nowhere in Rosaria is safe no more. Probably 'cause it ain't. Them bastard Black Shields. Them bastard Black Shields been doing the rounds of the whole province, stringing up bearers wherever they go.
And it ain't just the bearers.
Any Rosaran brave enough to object to being robbed blinds, likely to get the axe and all. So folks stopped objecting. They know what fate awaits anyone who goes against the Empress's orders, so they just go along with them. Which makes us just as bad as them. The Black Shields ain't just taking our lives, they're robbing us of our pride as Rosarians.
Most folk round here.
Had no idea why the garrison attacked us. They had questions and they wanted answers.
So I told him everything.
About what we've been trying to do for the bearers and what the Black Shields ended up doing to them. Some took the Empire's side, said it was all my fault. That it was thanks to folk like me the Imperials were so angry, packed up their stuff and left. But not before we made sure we'd put the wind up them bad enough that they wouldn't go breathing a word.
Reckon they'd spare you?
Reckon they'd spare you if they found out you'd been living in a bearer haven this whole time, I said, seemed to do the trick. And on the bright side, it did get rid of everyone who ain't prepared to put their life on the line for what we're doing here.
This town is ours.
And we'd die to protect it, every last one of us.
Cool.
Come back soon.
Good to see you, Martha. Keep those hands,
Want to go check the sign and see if maybe she's updated that rule?
Probably. Keep those hands, above table.
Or not.
No hands down below the table.
I'm not judging.
Nope.
Mucking, snacking, packing, peeking, palming.
Foisting and palming is a term for cheating.
Oh, I was thinking,
I think they're all terms for cheating, but fingering's just a weird one.
Fingering's funny.
Stay sharp.
After what the Empire did to Martha.
Ambrosia won't help me here.
Palming's
This
also
is no
used
time to
in
ride.
tricks too to hide cards. Or objects.
Not here. Come on.
To me, it's right up there with, like, fondling.
Yep. Hey, Jill.
Scorpions. At least I know what I'm up against.
You already knew you're up against scorpions. That's why we're here. Clive.
Pretty tough. Ooh, a chest. Don't forget that.
Over here.
Yeah, they're really tough. Your tornado didn't really do much to them.
They're okay.
I think they're tougher than the Black Shields we just faced.
Get him.
Yeah, you get him, Jorgle. Get you some. Get the crab, or that, I guess it's not crab meat. Scorpion meat.
Scorpion tail.
Sick him. Over here.
I better get this back to Yvonne before it goes bad. Or any worse, at least.
We go get the Griffin.
Which is...
Caer Norvant. It is down here. It's not in Caer Norvant.
Was very misleading, sir.
Very. Now we're going back to the fields. No chocobo. Must pass beyond the gate first.
Yeah, we can't even run till we're at the gate. Or until we're past the gate.
Yeah.
Can't even skip.
Oh, you can skip. There we go.
Good girl.
Faster!
There we go. Oh, hold on. Here we go.
Hiya, bug. Here, Griffin, Griffin, Griffin.
Any griffins around?
No, thank you.
Spiders.
I'm busy.
Important things to attend to. My name is Sid.
I got stuffs to do. Nope.
Show me a hulking beast.
None of those look like it.
Oh, I got ways to go.
Those are crows. Don't fight them.
As long as they stick to their own side.
All right.
No, not
No,
all right.
no.
We're not here for them. We're not here for the little prey.
Level 13.
What even are you? One finger flick to the nose and you'd be dead.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks like we here.
Griffins don't exactly make for easy prey. Let's hope our craftsman hasn't bitten off more than he can chew.
Sounds like a good area.
Mm-hmm.
Be safe.
Oh.
He's done. There we go. Oh, here we go.
Well, hi, pretty bird.
Doors there. Hate to say it, but the last B rank I went up against didn't stand much of a chance.
The work will have to wait.
Level 28.
Look sharp.
And up the butt.
Of course. You like to fly? Oh, you flew right out of it.
Taking down a Stagomar, though.
Perfect. Say hello to my little friend. Oh, Jill.
Jill.
Oh,
It looked like
Jill.
you did that. Just by the way of everything that happened, it looked like you did that to her.
Public, I would never do that to her like that. Oh, I didn't dodge. I hit the button.
Consensually.
Jill, whatever. And otherwise?
No. Girl will kick your butt.
Yeah.
Well done, Jill.
Yeah. Whoa, just about 25,000.
That's nice.
This one.
Oh, he's got his
He
own tornado.
also does tornado.
I see your tornado. I'll match your tornado. Now we're gonna bring the bed. Good job, Jill.
Ooh, 27. Almost
Almost
28.
28.
Pretty good.
Get out. Oop. That was...
This one.
Up the butt!
Nice try. It's over.
One hit. Nice. Notorious Mark Slane. It's a cool name. Mark Slane. That was a very dramatic death. Kind of feel bad about it.
Okay, where's...
Something there, boy.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I found the person.
Oh, hey, you're still alive.
Could
Okay.
that be our man?
It's good that you're not dead, because everybody else seems to be dying.
Are you all right?
Dare say I'll survive. That griffin caught me before I could get an arrow off. Must have lost sight of me in the grass, though. I'd be dead if it hadn't.
More likely than not.
The name's Camille. I'm a lowly leather worker, if you couldn't tell by the smell of me.
Not from what we hear.
Only from what I hear.
Yeah.
I remember selling to a merchant by the name of Karen.
She's not an easy woman to forget.
No, she's not.
A caress from me after I lost my buyer. Quite taken with my work, as far as I recall. Didn't stop her bartering me down to a pittance, though. She sent you for a refund?
It's not her who sent me.
It seems to be that the pluses are additions.
Yeah.
Well, consider me flattered.
You should be. He's a master of his art. And not an easy man to impress.
Blacksmiths are proud folk. It's a rare thing indeed for one to praise a glorified tanner. And I don't imagine an impressive swordsman like yourself would be getting your steel from any but the best. I'd dearly love to help a fellow craftsman, but... Well, actually, I suppose you could give him this.
What is it?
Treated leather. Same stuff I used to make that cuirass. If your man's as skilled as he sounds, he'll know what he's looking at.
You sure?
Well, you did save my life. And thanks to you, I'll be going home with all the griffin hide I can carry. I'd say it's the least I can do.
It is the least.
Do you use the rest of the griffin
Showing
too,
him how
right?
to make the thing myself, that is. But there are rules against it. Secrets of the trade and whatnot.
In that case, I'll see that he gets it.
I'd be much obliged if you would. Right. I've got some greaves to make. You send your blacksmith my regards.
Will do. And thank you.
I was like...
Hopefully this will sweeten Blackthorn's mood.
Poor Jill's had to wait.
Sorry, Jill. Things are important. Stuff happens.
Alright, first you.
Did you find our mystery ingredient?
Sure did.
I did indeed.
Marvelous! Let's see. What am I supposed to do with this? It's poisonous, surely.
You wouldn't be wrong. But that's your unwanted violet.
Into the pot it goes, I suppose. Wait here. I won't be.
You're not gonna make us test it first, are
We're gonna poison test this food.
you? Oh hell no.
Mm-mm. No, thank you. You first.
certainly we've got a prisoner. So, oh my gosh.
I present Chance's Stew, risen once again from the ashes of obscurity. Grab a spoon, Sid. Let's eat while it's hot.
I'm not hungry.
Well, it'll be too late once I've licked the bowl clean. Your loss. Odin's teeth. What an assault on the senses. It's like choking on swamp water. And yet, up through the pungency, there rise complex, meaty notes. It takes a moment to recover from such an onslaught of flavours, but never have I tasted anything so fine. Thank you, Sid.
I don't think you should have to initially suffer to get to the good.
You threw up, sir.
I must share this gift. I won't rest until a steaming bowl of Chance's Stew sits before everyone in the hideaway.
No, thank you.
And Molly will be breeding scorpions of her own.
Oh no.
I'm sure she will.
Oh boy. We've created a monster.
Mm-hmm.
Allowed him to exist.
Maybe we just avoid his missions from now.
Increase defense by 30, damn.
Never mind, just kidding. We'll get his missions because they give us nice stuff.
Alright. Blackthorn! Oh, Blackthorn!
And with a bit of luck. How'd it go, Clive? Did you find him, or does the hunt continue?
I found him. And he asked me to give you this, along with his regards.
You're joking.
He said he wouldn't teach you how to work it, but that if you were as skilled as you sounded, you'd have no trouble understanding how it was done.
So that's his secret. Crafty bastard. He's layered and cross-grained it. Good few times, too. No wonder it's tough. And that's no ordinary oil he's used to get that finish. Oh, this is fine work. Even finer than I thought.
Yeah? I'll take your word for it. Just looks like leather to me. Still, I'm glad you're happy. Here, Clive. You didn't happen to catch the fella's name, did you?
Camille, I believe.
I thought as much. There ain't many leather workers in the realm daft enough to do their own hunting, see? And his name kept cropping up when I was asking around. Turns out he's from Tabor. And again, most leather workers are. But our friend Camille guards a long-held family secret.
Nothing good comes out of Tabor.
Subject to some debate in the leather working community.
Then we better keep this close to our chests.
Listen, sorry for putting the both of you to all that trouble. Should have kept my moaning to myself.
No,
Still,
you're good.
I'm glad you found him. This has cheered me right up.
You look like it, yep.
You're like, I'm very happy about this.
It's good to have you.
He exudes happiness.
Just don't expect me to go turning out work like this. There's a reason he does his own hunting. He knows exactly what hides to look for. And that's how he gets them to layer up so nicely. And don't get me started on how much oiling this leather would need. But I reckon I can make something about as good. Something a curse breaker will have no trouble caring for. Anyway, enough narrowing. I've got work to be getting on with.
Oh, well, okay.
Cool.
Glad we could help.
So what edition did I get?
Looks like we won't be needing a new blacksmith.
Not
As if there
there
was a better one out there. Nah, it wouldn't have been the same anyway. No one spins a yarn like old Blackthorn in his cups. Right, now that's sorted. I've got duties to attend to.
Sure.
Thanks, Clive. You've given me my mate back.
Oh.
You're welcome. What'd you get? Just renown? That's all I got. Oh, there you go. A diagram detailing the steps to craft a belt fit for a hero. Vivian! You're well read. Where's the electrum and gelatinous mass? Gelatin mass? Gelatinous mass?
Gelatinous mass.
Typical nobles.
Vivian? Hello, Vivian.
Back again, Lord Rosfield. I'm touched that you should find me such good company.
You should be.
It is not your company, but your counsel.
Ooh. Shut down.
Ever the charmer.
She's not faced.
What will it be today, then?
The Iron Kingdom. I need to know what to expect.
You'll soon be setting sail for Drake's Breath, then, I take it.
Yes.
The mother crystal that rises from the boiling sea. There was a time when a true-blooded Rosarian had only to brave the waves to visit it. But then the Ironblood made their move.
More story.
As you know, the Iron Kingdom rules over the islands to the west of Storm. Or rather, its church does. But this is not the pragmatic approach to state religion employed by the Holy Empire to manipulate the masses. No, the Iron Kingdom is the literal embodiment of the crystalline orthodoxy. And so, if one is to understand it, one must start there. As the name implies, the orthodoxy holds the Mother Crystals sacred, and they do not take kindly to heathens plundering the objects of their worship for the means to fill washtubs and light lamps with frivolous feats of magic. Indeed, the faithful consider ether a sinful thing, a poison no less. And to them, a dominant is an instrument of evil, albeit one they have proven only too happy to turn against their enemies. Some 80 years ago in Northern Storm, Drake's eye collapsed. Soon after, in pursuit of ether and with the blight at their backs, the Northern Territories descended upon the Grand Duchy of Rosaria. And when the Shields of the Flame marched north to meet them, the Iron Kingdom spied an opportunity. A few short days later, the Crusaders landed on the island of Mount Justanus, home of Drake's Breath, and plucked it from the Duchy's grasp. Rosaria tried to reclaim it, of course, but to no avail. I doubt more than a handful of Duchy men have set foot on its shores in your lifetime. Nor are they like to again, under the Empire's stewardship, meaning the Iron Blood will keep their island. And with it, the foothold they need to march on mainland soil when next they spy an opportunity. The Mother Crystal is both the object of the Iron Blood's worship and their gateway to the continent, making Drostanus the holiest of holy grounds, from which the Orthodox Crusade shall one day sail forth to claim the remaining Mother Crystals, or die trying.
My father
I won't die trying.
And my grandfather both traded blows with the Iron Blood for control of Drake's Breath. Had things unfolded differently at Phoenix Gate, we would have sent our entire fleet against them.
But instead, they sent their fleet against Rosaria, sacked the capital, killed the men, and captured the women, including Jill. I'd say you'd be forgiven for wanting a little revenge, Clive.
A little?
My only aim is to destroy the Mother Crystal. But thank you all the same. Not much else to do here. Let's see if Jill's ready.
I wonder if this is when we take on Titan.
Oh, it will be over soon, Renother.
You ready?
I think so.
Jill, when you told me you had to come to terms with your past, you weren't talking about destroying Drake's Breath, were you?
No. I spoke of Imran, the leader of the Crystalline Orthodox. The man who made me do all those unspeakable things.
I'm going to kill him.
Yeah, you are.
It's what I need to do to put the past behind me. What I need to move forward. And I know that I can do it. If you're there beside me.
Now?
Always.
And I'll be beside you, too. We'll bring down the Mother Crystal together. Okay. All while Sid looks on.
Yeah.
We'll make him proud.
Yeah. Oh, come on, you two. Does somebody have to force your heads together?
Just kiss.